In this video we are going to rank all the openings for white, so you know the best and worst openings to play. Who gave you the rights to rate them? What makes your opinion valid? Who gave you rights period? In rating consideration we'll take, number 1, how much theory it has, number 2, how fun it is, number 3, and how long you can play this opening before your opponents stop it. So let's begin. Also, before we start, these ratings are based on the 0 to 18,000 low level range, not Grandmaster range, so that's a big thing to keep in mind. This opening starts with A3, and basically says, hey, I'm white, but I want to play as black. Here is a free tempo. It was invented by the legendary player Adolf Andersson, because he wanted to troll Paul Morphy. Overall it's a shit opening, so just don't play it. Goes into Black Knight level.
What did I do to be the worst rank?
Shut the fuck up is what you are going to do. This is pretty much the same thing, except we put the pawn on A4, and literally the book says it's, and I quote, a nearly useless opening. So once again, don't play this crap. If you look at the periodic table of elements, you will see sodium is labeled as Na. So if we connect the dots we see that the sodium opening starts with knight to A3. You should only play this if someone is paying you money to do so, or you are retarded like this guy. All of these openings look shit so far, but what's coming up later in the video might be a game changer for you. Starting with B3, we prepare to fianchetto the bishop and fight for the center long-range style. It is the actual first opening in this list that isn't a complete troll. Considering the amount of replies black has, you need to be an experienced player to play it, so, it's not recommended for anyone who's not a grandmaster to play it. It's not fun, so again you should probably avoid it. Like anything that comes from Eastern Europe, it's both bad and good, and alcohol was a big part of its creation. It's probably fun to play as it shocks your opponents and makes them confused. What the fuck, pawn?
Sorry King, I misclicked.
Fucking asshole, what do we do now? The Saragossa opening starts with pawn C3, and the only explanation I have for it is that the player wanted to play the English but misclicked. It blocks the knight and forces you to play some C3 D4 lines. It looks ugly, forces you into some probably slow theory deep lines, and isn't aggressive.
Finally something that isn't a shitty opening.
You are right my dear, this is the first serious opening of the video.
We also have a tutorial out on the English, so check it out if you want.
The English opening as we teach it starts with C4, and you always play pretty much the same moves. It's very flexible and it is played even by Magnus Carlsen himself. Safe to say, it goes into the A tier.
You use this in top chess army, yes?
That's right, dozens of people have gained 169 elo since they've been learning openings with us, plus with coaching calls each week. You are losing money by not joining.
See you in there, I'm joining right now.
Starts out with pony on C3.
Can you not call me pony?
I'll call you whatever the fuck I want.
Why are you so aggressive?
Shut up. Anyway, this isn't a very common opening. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's so rare that Wikibooks has literally one sentence on it. Since it's not horrible, I'll give it the C tier. Probably the same as Saragossa opening. You wanted to go D4 but misclicked and put your pawn on D3.
Congratulations, you just blocked the light bishop and are slowing down our attack.
Bishop lives matter.
It's literally never played at any level, so just don't play it. There are even no tricks involved. It's actually even worse than Saragossa because that one at least supports the push to D4, while this one is purely opposite. F tier. In this opening white sacrifices the pawn in order to get center control. If black takes, white plays E4, has the center and is ready to recapture with the bishop. Lucky for black, he doesn't have to take and instead has a million ways to defend, going deep into theory. I ain't accepting that shit, but I learned to play only if you accept it. Who cares, lol, get fucked. The opening is really solid. It's good to learn if you are just starting out with chess, but to use it on a higher level of the game you need to learn a lot of theory, and this is why today it's rarely seen in Grandmaster games. But, since this is a tier list for non-Grandmaster level of play, the Queen's Gambit safely goes into the A tier. The London system is the new cool kid on the block.
What's up, dog?
Oh no, it's him again.
Rizzler Ohio Skidded Toilet.
My head.
Fortnite Riz.
Make it stop.
Megaphone Telephone. Gianluigi Buffon.
Fuck.
This opening is setup based, making it consistently easy to be played and not riddled with tricky lines, hence its popularity. If you play the opening, there is a decent chance that the opponent will think to himself, again playing against a kid, and how the fuck is this opening so OP? Meaning, we can safely put it into the A tier. After d4, you can also play many other less popular openings, like the Chigarine with knight to f3, Zukertort with knight to c3, all of these are less adventurous and require a bit more studying, so we'll give them the C tier.
Ah, finally some peaceful times to enjoy a game of chess.
I want blood.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'll destroy Magnus Carlos by myself.
Don't play this ever.
Best opening, the ultimate pawn used this opening to gain his strength, ultimate pawn tier, no more debate. Best by test, as they say, e4 is the most popular starting move in chess, and we'll take a look at couple of variations. First, the Bon Cloud, best opening in all of chess.
It's literally the worst.
Oh really? Then why did Magnus and Hikaru play it against each other? Exactly, because it's the best, and I'm the strongest. S tier. Moving on. The Italian opening is one of the most popular and oldest in chess.
You are older, you old motherfucker. Your mama so old she played chess before castling was invented. Your mama.
Shut the fuck up. As I was saying, we'll split the Italian into a couple of openings. In the Gucci piano, white plays c3 to prepare the d4 push. The opening is really good and solid, but because there are better moves in here, the Gucci piano will be ranked strongly in the B tier.
Do you insult my moves?
No, but your big brother the Evans Gambit is much better.
You only like it because you gave to sacrifice my brother.
Instead of playing c3, we sacrifice the pawn on b4.
Is this for the greater good?
What do you care? What is it for? Just go sacrifice yourself.
Oh well.
Only after we lure a piece onto the b4 square, we play c3 and prepare to push d4. This attack is so much stronger and more fun that there is no reason not to play it. Easy A tier.
Why do you not put anything in the S tier?
Is this your first time speaking in this video?
I think so, yeah.
I thought it was chill. Let's have you not talk until the video ends. Anything else in the Italian is solid but not super aggressive and fun. We will give it all a C tier. The Ruy Lopez starts out after, and it is one of the most commonly played openings by grandmasters, making it also one of the most well-known and deeply analyzed openings. Because of this, you can find 1600 who are wannabe grandmasters study deep theory for days upon days, and then lose after black doesn't respond with best engine moves 10 moves deep. Then, the tilted kid is going to write racial slurs in the chat, claiming how you don't even know what you are doing and how you suck. Because of this deep theory, we are going to put the Ruy Lopez in the B tier. Unless you want to study it for the next 30 years and become the best player ever, then it's S tier and just go for it. Playing the 4 Knights game is like the memory of apple juice. Be honest, when was the last time you drank apple juice? You drank it as a kid, every day, but now, do you honestly drink it? No. Why do you not drink it? Because there are many better options. Same goes for the 4 Knights game. You played it maybe when you were learning how the pieces move. Someone told you to get the knights out first, and then you learned a proper opening and never played it again. B tier.
Apple juice lives matter.
This is the retarded little brother of the queen's opening, where white attacks the center with the f-pawn, which is generally considered bad.
You are wrong, king. This is Sigma move and it comes from the times when everything was Sigma.
How?
Strong kings create good times create weak kings create bad times.
So you are saying he is the strong king and I am the weak?
I'm just saying, it's a old and fun opening.
Fine, B tier. You happy?
Maybe even S tier, but whatever, fuck you anyway.
If you say that you've never lost to this opening, you'd be lying.
You lying motherfucker.
This is probably the first attacking opening you learned. After QH5 black can either fuck up by playing G6.
Attack me, bitch.
You are the only bitch here.
fucking pawn.
What do you mean fucking pawn? I'm the one who dies, not you.
If he doesn't play g6 and instead gets the knight out to c6, we play bishop c4, preparing to checkmate him on f7. This is where black can again fuck up by playing the good looking move knight f6, attacking the queen, but leaving his f7 pawn undefended.
Checkmate, bitch. I need a new husband.
So if you are under 800 elo, this is easily S tier, otherwise, D tier. After 800 elo people know how to counter it and your queen just gets kicked around. Don't play f4.
How is it different from the king's gambit?
The king's gambit starts with e4 and then you play f4, saying that you are serious about what you are doing. The bird's opening says, oh look at me, I'm so cool. Just don't play it, F tier. The Reti opening starts out with knight f3.
I like to call it the yeehaw opening.
Cringe. Anyway, this basically says my knight is a really cool guy and he'll be coming in here anyway, and I'll wait and see what I'm going to do with my pawns, because they can't move backwards unlike the knight, and in a sense, that's okay.
I'm cool bitches.
Then white will do some fianchetto thing with his light bishop, probably even the dark bishop, and get a slow and good position.
So where are you going to rank it?
Well, if it was more fun I'd give it the A tier, because it's not super fun but is overall great. It goes at the top of the B tier.
Fair.
Here no one even knows what you wanted to play and how it happened that you play f3 on the first move. If you unironically play this, please stop it, get some help. F tier. Wiki itself says, I quote, likely the single worst starting move, shitting on it as much as possible. This is enough for us to safely place it in the F tier and forget about it. Why are you crying? It's not your fault.
I wish I was born as a or D pawn, not the G pawn.
Hey man, the G is your spot, E and D pawns don't have it. This is, as it sounds, pretty much the same thing as the king's Indian defense except you get to move first.
I like to move it.
We like to.
Move it. Sir, please don't redeem the gift card.
What the fuck?
It's the King's Indian effect.
It is as good as it sounds, but not as exciting, so we can give it a strong B tier. Another chemistry opening. Dumb boy.
You're goddamn right. Wait, what did you just call me?
You heard me right. Anyway, you can only play this opening if you snort ammonia powder, but in that case a poor opening choice wouldn't be your biggest problem. F tier. You start the game by pushing the h-pawn 2 squares up, breaking all of the opening principles.
If you have common sense, you will realize that this is bad.
It can have some tricks involved, because you can push the pawn even to h5 and h6 and be super aggressive and put pressure on opponents that fear you, but you need to be a titled player playing against someone much lower rated than yourself for this to actually work. Since this video is about beginners, no one is at that level. D tier. Congratulations, you just learned all possible openings for white, so if you are just starting out feel free to pick up anything from A or B tier and you will have a solid repertoire.
Why not from the S tier, the ultimate pawn tier?
Those are sarcastic, just don't do those.
You should have told me before I lost 400 elo.
No one gives a shit about your elo. If you joined Top Chess Army you'd have gained 400 elo by now.
Why is it good?
Do I have to repeat myself? Classroom modules for opening, middle game, end game, attacking, coaching calls each week, 24/7 access to a chess coach that will answer all of your questions, all for the price of like 2 ice creams.
I like my ice creams.
If you really want your ice creams then you can join the free Top Chess Gang where you can also post questions and we'll try to get them answered. Oh, you think you are so smart? Well, opening tier list for black coming in soon to fuck you up. Fuck you.